Yo is playing as the Spanish in the red. And Dogal is playing as the Chinese in the blue. And he has a very open base here, guys. Holy mo! They both have very open bases. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one. So, Chinese, first things first. Probably the best 1v1 Arabia civilization in the game. There are some other things to bring up, like maybe Franks, maybe Mayans. But Chinese, they are just so strong if they don't take early damage in Feudal Age. They've gotten stronger and stronger over the last couple of years. Main thing being that nowadays there's less lag. Now you have command queues, which means that you can keep your eco working a little bit smoother than before.
At 2 p.m.
So anyways, Dogal starts with 6 villagers. The goal is to keep your TC running because you do not start with food with Chinese, and he is doing that. Yeah, I don't want to have a conversation about all the civs that might be in the top 5 or top 7 on Arabia. There's other civs that I didn't say, but the fact is that Chinese is just so well-rounded. Discounted technologies, the units are able to go for, it's disgusting. And then you have Spanish, a civ that I really like. But Spanish are a bit more one-sided. They do not get arbalest. In fact, they don't even get crossbow. Their bonuses, they build faster, and their blacksmith upgrades do not cost gold. It's okay, right? But that's it. So I would say Yo's at a big disadvantage here, and we'll see what Yo's able to do. I could see Yo attempting something crazy like a tower rush, which is not something you see too frequently.
It's
but
been a year.
I could see him maybe trying that. Maybe a fast scout rush. We'll see what's on the cards for them. Spanish cav archers? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, their cav archers aren't too bad, right? I don't think they get Parthian, but they do get full blacksmith upgrades. Now, when you're playing with Chinese, normally it's very wall-heavy play. So I think we're going to see Dogal eventually wall here, eventually wall here. And let's just say here and here. Now, what he would wall in is a stone and his berries. Berries being the important one for early feudal, but he wouldn't be able to secure his golds. So he's got to do something to secure his gold. Now, he could open with a scout rush, take control, and then just take the gold later on. But things to think about.
Wow, it's been a year. Keep up the great content.
Kamader, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the 21 C Canders as well. Wait a second. C Canders subbed for a month, or not a month, 12 months, and says, wow, it's been a year, keep up the great content. And then we had the exact same message from someone else who hit their year. So if anyone has, you know, a resub for a year, you know what message to use. 3 on wood start for Yo tells me this is probably going to be something like scouts. Maybe there will just be a scout opening. But if it goes scouts into knights, Chinese have camels, Spanish do not. I really wish the Spanish missionary was more useful. What if that was meta? You never see it. What if that was meta? What if they did something to the missionary where in situations where, I don't know, it healed faster, or you could justify bringing in a missionary with your knights to get conversions? Okay, I suppose since it is fast, you could do that now, the second one. But that would be a nice little tweak to Spanish. Just a little bit. Get some missionaries out there, man.
I keep flipping between 990 yellow and 1005 yellow. I have a low LO legend personality disorder.
I'm sure people can relate to that, thank you.
Wow, it's almost been a year.
Oh, God.
Keep up the great content.
All right, this works. Thanks, Major Appliance. Thanks for being Major. Dogal going for 2 lumber camps and everything I'm seeing here.
Wow, it's not been a year. Keep up the great content.
What did I start? What I'm seeing here is that Dogal is going to be going Feudal Age and probably opening a scout. I don't see any villagers going to golds. As for Yo, 20 population scouts here. He is going to be going for the same thing. Now, look at the difference in the Feudal Age times. It was basically about 3/4 of a vill, or no, yeah, 3/4 of a vill faster to the next age. Maybe that's just 1 villager faster. The math is failing me, but he's at 19 vills, and Dogal is at 22 villagers. This is why Chinese are sick. This is why you normally see a lot of aggression against Chinese, because if you just let them sit there, which it's kind of hard to stop them anyways, but they're going to have a lead against you. Thank you, Space 2 Going, for the 5 month. Thank you, Free Doomy, for the 7 month. And there's the barracks from Dogal. And we'll see the barracks over here for Yo. Again, a little bit faster to everything, but pretty meta stuff here from him. He's going to try his best. Sorry, man. I've got these weird sniffles this morning. It's not morning anymore, but still feels like it because I haven't done anything except stream today, so. So, yeah, the approach I would take in this Civ matchup is that I would go for something other than scouts because it just feels like you're playing into the strengths of Chinese just a little bit more than I'd like to. That said, Mr. Yo he's going to have faith in maybe getting a few villagers picked off. He can use the Spanish wall bonus to maybe wall up behind it. Maybe get to conquistadors later. That could be strong. But here he is. Dogal sees him. Yo sees that the stable's not up yet. He probably has another scout on the way. And Dogal will probably sense this, so he'll think about running back here in a moment. Yep, he does. He knows. Dogal playing this perfectly so far. And to be fair, so is Yo. It's just perfectly to what is possible for his Civ. But Dogal will need to have control because he is walling out all of his golds. Wow, it's been wow. Keep up the wow. All right, yeah, no worries. You see how Yo is starting to wall his base, though? To be fair, he has a lot more to do because he's so far away from the edge of the map. But the stone is there. So maybe it's scouts into Castle Age, into stone mining, into conquistadors. Spanish. I'd say that they just get worse and worse in this matchup as time goes on. So you could argue there's a point where the trash is stronger for Spanish and Imp. They both get Seadram. They both get Halb. They both get Skirm. But Hussar is available for Spanish. And it's only light cap for Chinese. Chinese do get the last armor upgrade on their infantry, right, chat? Actually, it should show here, should it not? Yeah, they do get it. That's what I thought. I feel like they need to lose something, Chinese. You'd need to test it, but maybe 5 villagers at the start of a game instead of 6. Remove an upgrade here or there. Like, I don't want to change the Civ's identity. It just feels a little too strong, so. All right, well, here you go. The scout's going in here. This is an engagement that is so even. For a point, there was 110. Yep, 110 HP for both, 80 HP for both. Look at that. 69 versus 75. Great micro from both players there. I suppose you could say that Dogal out-microed, but here you go. They might trade 1 for 1, and well played, Dogal, who still will lose this. But, you know, just a slight lead, which is all he needs. He'll be happy with his advantages. Yo walling up and not really switching over to stone. The thing about going to stone now is it's going to slow down your food and gold eco, which you'll need to go to the next stage. Dogal will be happy it's even in the middle of the field. Glad the range is in front of his otherwise exposed gold. And we'll look towards castle. Alpha Squad Zero says losing redemption wasn't enough. I just have... No, not really. Not really. I just think the Civ just a slight tweak. Just implement one weakness. I don't know. Like, the common thought process for most high-level players is that Chinese is the Civ on 1v1 Arabia. You do have Vikings, you do have Mayans, but it's a little tricky. Let me put it to you this way. There's probably only 2, maybe 3 civilizations in competitive AoE